right, now we're live on YouTube, and of course, as always, we're going to introduce ourselves, okay? So, Marcio, can you start introducing yourself?
All right. So I'm married. I have a children. I was born in northeast of Brazil, but I live in countryside of São Paulo. And and here I like live here because about the public transportation really good and public sanitations to really interesting, really good. Yeah, chop small. They are chop small, and yeah, I love talking about my opinion, talking about the when I learn with my family, and for me really interesting because I consider myself family person. So family for me really important. Sometimes we fight, I don't know, we discuss. It's part of our life, and the fight or discuss, I guess, this word. Yeah, so I love play any instrument, and so I love ride my bike, and yes, what else? That's it about me. Thank you.
All right, very nice. I don't know, Rogério, are you here to introduce yourself?
Yes, sorry. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Rogério. I'm 49 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro with my family. I'm a Christian. I'm an accountant. I work in our against company. Um, which more? I'm here in Tok since May from this year. Uh, in my free time, I like to be with my family, as Marcio said. I love to watch movies, with my family, lay down on the sofa, uh, practice exercise, read books, watch movies. Uh, I love talk because here we is a peaceful place to learn, to share our ideas, our thoughts. We have learned something with the other guys. I love to meet someone, and I think here is a good place to learn and to improve, to boost our English. You know, that's it.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you very much for being here. And of course, about me, I'm Mel Tavares. I'm from São Paulo, the capital. I like to study languages, to travel. I love to eat. Um, yeah, and of course, um, I love animals, especially dogs. And I think that's it about me. Always like this. And of course, telling some things now about the platform. Here, Talk Talk is a platform where we can practice English, Spanish, Italian, French, and Mandarin. In the future, we'll be able to practice other languages too. And here's a safe place to make mistakes. So we're not here to judge anybody. We're not here to correct anybody. And that's the main thing to be understood. That's the why we are here, basically. And of course, to get to know more about each other. So I'm not a teacher. I'm not going to teach you anything, but everybody is going to learn a lot from each other's point of view and experiences. So that's it. And of course, just to remind you guys again, this is a conversation totally in English. Of course, we can say some words in Portuguese, but that's mainly in English. So let's waste, vamos gastar our English, basically. So now that we can start with the conversation, let's see if anyone else will come until 5 and 10. But let's do this. So Mars, about the first question, how do you balance your work life with your personal life? Do you find it difficult to switch off from work?
So my balance after work, it's normally, and because after work, for me, I pay attention about me, and about my family, about my learning, about my study, and for example, instruments. Yeah, I forget when I forget. I don't know. when I have go out for job, for example, and job for me. I forget this after work. And so sometimes colleagues call me, but I don't like it when my colleagues call me about the chance, for example, in the work. But my personal life, it's common. I pay attention with my family, with my children, firstly, yeah, and my wife, because I enjoy this moment. I enjoy good conversations with my family or with my brother or with my friend, for example. Yeah, for me to relax really important in my home or on the street, for example. Yeah, in my case, I love to ride by bike, and after working, for me, necessary because exercise is really important in my mind, it's really important in my brain, my life. And so I don't have difficult about the after work. Yeah, I don't have it because for me, it's common. It's normally nowadays. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and do you work from home or not? No or not? I
No,
never remember.
not. This moment I'm employed. Okay,
Mm,
I'm looking for a new job this moment. But when I working, okay, I pay attention about the work, about the job, but after working, I pay attention with my family or alone with me or friends. And yeah, that's it.
That's interesting and great that you are able to do that, because I feel like there are people that's not like that. They, even after work, when they are at home, they think about the work, the job that the things that they need to do at their work, so that can be more difficult for them. And I'd say, like, related to the entrepreneurship, that can be even more difficult because you are kind of the person who leads it, so you are always worried about everything, about so many situations. But even in these cases, I'd say it's important for us to have a moment for us out of the work, out of that environment, even though it's always, I'd say, related to each other. But we need to kind of balance this, something related to that. And what do you think about this first one, Rogério?
I try to separate this situation. I mean, I think it's so difficult to switch off. Am I right? Switch off.
Mhm.
So difficult to switch off. For example, I finish my day 5 p.m. But my thinking are working as I need to. I didn't have time to conclude, and what I need to do tomorrow. So my work is working, and uh, uh, I am studying English now with you, but after that I'm not disconnect, you know. I'm not, I won't disconnect from my tasks. Uh, we are working the many subjects at work. There are many situations happen at this moment, so it's so difficult to disconnect. But I have a personal. I use my personal life to stay with my family, to be in contact with the nature, to practice exercise, to read books. I think it's so important for our mind science to disconnect, to relax, to see other things, to hang out with friends, you know. I think it's eat out with family. It's good moment to enjoy, to unread. Do you know unread? 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 Yes, unread.
I've listened to somebody saying this word, but what does it mean exactly?
It's like enjoy. It's like
Enjoy.
enjoy.
Okay.
Yes. Unread. Yes. I word this. I learned this word, and I'd like to spend there here. As you said, let's put our mind to function and say new words, new vocabularies important, you know. So I think
Yeah.
it's important, but I am managing 5 guys. Maybe my team could be raised from this next months. So I have many matters to solve. So I need to disconnect, but sometimes I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
And you said you manage like 5 people working from you for
yes,
you. And
yes.
do you feel like it's more difficult to do that? So to guide, to be a leader with these people, or to do the job yourself?
Uh, I think working alone is more difficult because we don't have other arms to help you, you know. It's important to have a team to manage this team as well because they have some demands. I mean, today I have an appointment. Oh, today I am sad. I don't work, and I didn't go to uh, the work to the job to work, the office to job, the office to work. You know, so you need to manage this team. So I think it's alone is more difficult.
I see. It's interesting. And is it from home? I forgot if you already said that.
Today is my today is my home office. I am work at home, so it's wonderful because I sleep a little more. I can relax in the afternoon. I prepare my food. I play with my 2 dogs. It's a wonderful moment. But in the
No,
other days, I need to stay at office. In the office,
no,
sorry, in the office.
no, okay, I see. Yeah, it's great having this, right? I don't know. Like, do you feel that could be, I don't know, these people work, these employees, I'm gonna say like that. These employees, they are from home too, or not? So do you think it's better to work from home with everybody from home, or know everybody together in the office, or
I was so resilient. I was so resilient with this subject because I think we need to see, we need uh, to face it one on one, you know, to talk, to discuss, and to follow. But I after that I I changed my mindset, and I think it's good for each one have 1 day to work at home. I think it's better to be with family, to manage some uh, subject of the personal life. You know, I think it's more easy, more to manage it. I think it's more cool.
no? Okay, I see. It's interesting. And Marcio, about the second question, you said you are a great person talking about this, having this balance. Like you don't think about work in your spare time. But how can we do more in general? How can people do more to improve our work-life balance with a better quality of life? What kind of things are you not doing, Marcio?
Yeah, so balance. It's depend the people, quality of life, because there are people pay attention a lot in the working, pay attention a lot in the job. Unfortunately, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. But improve our work life, yeah, really important because we buy bills, but and quality of life really important in our mind, for example, to practice exercise really necessary, really, our life really necessary to practice exercise. And working and quality of life, both really important in the people. But when we working, pay attention about the work. When we stay at home, pay attention, stay at home, pay attention, the family, you know. Really hard, of course, but family, how can I say, and complicated, of course. It's so good, but really complicated. Okay, communications really important at home, but people pay attention a lot at working about their working life. I don't know why, but both are really important for me.
Mm-hmm. And in your case, I forgot, what do you do for a living? Like, would you prefer to work from home if that would be possible in your case or not?
It's impossible, and because my area logistic, and so face to face, how can I say, with I don't know, clients, I don't know, clients, I don't know, really important because and to separate material, I don't know, English, and really in the important working at home, I don't know, because uh, I've never worked at home, and for me, I work in the company, and so for me, at home, I don't know. It's about the quality life, for example.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in your case, talking about this job, it's it's complicated, yeah. But would you like to try like profissão, any other profissão to try to work from home, or no, you're okay in this area?
In my case, I'm studying other area, and how can I say? I really like to work at home, in the future. Yeah, because I have a good opportunity, for example, in the future, and I work in transitions career, I guess. Yeah, but I like my area too.
No, okay, I see. It's great that you, even though you don't have the possibility to work from home in this area, or at least doing that, it's great that you found yourself there. You like
Yeah,
this.
sure, of course.
Yeah, very nice. And how's that for you, Rogério? How can we do more to improve our work-life balance?
With a better quality of life, yes. From my view, we need to have a not a schedule, because if you have a schedule, you become more automatic. Things automatic. I think it's not good for us. I think we need to have a commitment. With family, wife, and professional life. It's my view. Why? Because, as I said before, we need to disconnect, even if you have many things to do, even if these things are so important, you need to disconnect, because you have a life out of office. There are some people that depends with you, depends your attention, your attention, conselho, how can I say? Advice.
Advice.
Advice. Yes, thank you. So it's important to to be out of the box. Be out of the box is important because you have a family. If you see the situation, we spend more time working than with our family, your children, your personal life. We spend more time in working than with our family, with our people that we love. So to improve this balance, I think it's important to have a commitment and follow this commitment good, follow this commitment well, hard. Do not commit wrongs to this task is accomplished. Accomplished? Yes. Am I right? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you both. I'd say nowadays I don't work, but I intend to work, so that's why I'm studying really hard.
You work here?
Because yeah, here. No, yeah. Being here is a way that I found to practice the languages that is related to the area that I want to follow. And that's why I'm studying now to improve this my hard skills, and to for me to get a great opportunity. Not a great. I'm still mainly at the beginning. Things are not so great, but at least an opportunity to at least to start with that. And of course, that could be that area that I chose by now is a job that I could do wherever I am. So being at the beach here in São Paulo, any other place, that would be possible. And that's why I think I chose it, because it gets more easy for me to travel, to do different things. And that's it. So talking about this managing time, like not really time, but not to be too much on the work, on the job or on the studies. For me, what I try to do is disconnect, but talking about the whole environment. So okay, if I'm studying now, I'm going to guardar the books. I'm going to, just to tomar ar fresco. I don't know, do something different. And what I think we can do to improve our work-life balance is just to live in a better place, like in a better city, for example. I had this opportunity. Let me see. Okay. I had this opportunity, and I think that was a great thing for me, not because of the not because of the place itself, but because of the environment. People were not better. People were more calm. I don't know, something different than São Paulo. Here it's a total mess. And not a mess, it's crazy. So talking about this, I think that not changing, to move out to another city, to have this new ambience, that would be a great thing for us to improve this, I'd say. And Marcia, about the next question, how does work stress impact your food choices?
So in my case, I don't like impact my food when I am hungry. Yeah, I'm eating. Yeah, good choice. I guess this I understand these questions. Work stress for me impact about the my life, but uh, about the food, I try to eat the food, of course, because yeah, forget this work really hard, of course. But in my case, I eating anything, but to practice exercise report don't have a problem for me eating anything. but to practice exercise is really important. Yeah, but work stress impact about my life, but my food choice don't impact because the I practice exercise.
Okay, that's great for you. Because people usually, especially talking when talking about working at the office, for example, it's more difficult because people usually level marmita, for example, or if they don't do that, they need to buy something, and maybe the things that they have around them are not so healthy. That's the situation that I saw. And that doesn't happen to you at all? Like you always bring some food with you, or how's that?
So in my case, I have pay attention about the food when I have 1 hour. Yeah, for me, yeah, I pay attention about this food because and yeah, for me, you said I don't know English marmita. I eating any place, for example. Yeah, because have a- when I am hungry, yeah, I eating any place, for example. Don't have a problem. I don't have a problem.
Hmm. That's interesting. Uh, Talking about this, you don't have a problem with this. That's great. And how's that for you, Rogério? Oh, you wanna say something more, Marcio?
No, 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 no.
Okay. Let me see. Rogério, are you here? He said he's in. Now I got it. He's in the phone. I thought he was on the Zoom by his phone, but he's talking with somebody else. No problem. So let's continue with that. In my case, I think, let me see. I think I'm more that can that can help. No, that can happen because sometimes the easiest way to eat something, you only have this 20 minutes or 1 hour, and maybe there are not so many healthy options for you at the moment. So talking about this, that can happen with me. But as I said, I'm usually at home, so I don't have any or almost any presential commitments or personal no presential commitments. So for me, it's easier to do that. But also sometimes just order some food on the internet to arrive at the place. That can be an option too if you don't want to buy something and you don't have anything to. So Mars, about the next question, can you read it and answer? Number 4.
Sure. What's the biggest challenge you face in maintaining a healthy diet in your current routine? For me, biggest challenge in my face and forget this work. For me, big challenge because I said I enjoy a lot with my family to practice exercise and biggest challenge for me in my face forget the work after work. But I said to sometimes people call me about the mm, mm, one challenges in at home, for example, and in my healthy diet and my health diet. So I don't have a healthy diet in my current routine, but because for me, I eat a lot, for example, many things. And so I really like to talk about it, to practice exercise. For me, really necessary. I really talk every time to practice exercise because the day, because the work, because the any area, for example, any situations. Yeah. Uh, in my case, when I to practice exercise, I forgot the anything. I forgot anything. And I pay attention this practice exercise for me. And so biggest challenge for me forgot the uh, work. Yeah.
Okay, so if I understood correctly, like you eat whatever, but about the exercises that you are talking uh, consistently, it's your way to be healthy more. In my case,
Yeah.
is it? Yeah. In my point, no. In my point of view, no. In my case, nowadays it's more like the opposite. Nowadays, I don't practice anything. You're going to be mad at me. No, just kidding. But I don't do that. I don't know why, but because I have other things to do, and I know it's not an excuse. I'm going to do that in the future, in a near future. But nowadays, it's not something that I do. So the the way to escape that or to be healthy is by eating healthier food. So in the moment, I'm just with the healthier foods, eating more vegetables when that's possible, and always as I can. And for me, that's my escapatoria to do something more healthy, but not with going to the gym or running, walking, anything like that, unfortunately. Because in the past I used to dance, but nowadays it's just not the case anymore. So, Rogério, are you back?
I'm back. Sorry, guys.
No problem. We were talking about the question number 4. What's the biggest challenge you face in maintaining a healthy diet in your current routine?
What's the biggest challenge you face in maintaining a healthy diet? No, I'm not. I don't have a healthy diet. I eat everything. Thanks God, I don't have a problem to eat, and I don't have a problem to sleep. Thanks God, you know. Uh, current routine. Biggest challenge I don't have. I think is not heavy. I I eat all food, but I don't like Japanese food. I don't like. I think it's so cold. Cold, do you know cold? I think it's so cold, and uh, I think it's not a não empty us, não preenche, you know, não empty. I think it's so our belly is so empty.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
Okay, maybe. But how many times did you try the Japanese food?
No, I don't like Japanese food. I
But
don't
you
like.
you had to try it anytime to know that you don't like it.
Many years ago, yes, many years ago. I don't remember when I eat, but cold. No, don't like. I like barbecue, pasta,
No,
couscous.
no, okay. Maybe that was the place. I don't know when was or where. Maybe if you try again, just I don't know. That's your choice, of course. But I think that can be different. There are warm plates. I don't know, not plates. I forgot. I think it's plate, but there are warm things like the shrimps. I don't know if that's the word or other things too. But
Shrimp is good.
yeah, it's great. But talking about the other things, maybe you can try later someday or not. That's totally fine too. It's just something really curious because the most part of the time people here on Talking Talk say, "Hi, my name is na na na. I'm na na na, and then I like Japanese food." So that's something the opposite. But that's great. You have this. You already know this, I'd say. And do you think about number 5? Do you plan your meals for the week to ensure a balanced diet, or how do you do it? You said you don't really care about this, you just eat everything, so how do you do that?
I sometimes I try to eat alone to have a small dish, just a simple dish, not expensive, and sometimes I need to eat with my boss, with some guys, directors, manager, other people, uh, in the meeting or just to talk, and we eat everything, garbage, vegetables, meats, pasta. Uh, I'm not a diet guy, but I try to make this balancing, eating expensive dishes or cheap dishes, and sometimes simple and sometimes more with many options, I think.
Mm-hmm. And so how do you do, like, do you prepare, do you bring food to your work like a marmita, or you always buy something there?
I always buy. I need to go to the restaurant to try some my food. And when I empty home, I prepare my food as well, or my wife. So yes, that's it.
Okay, and how's that for you, Marcio? How do you plan your meals for the week or not?
Sorry, could you repeat these questions?
Yeah, it's
You,
number 5.
you-
Do you plan your meals for the week to ensure a balanced diet, or how do you do with it?
So I don't have a balanced diet, you know, and because I eat anything too. And for me, eating don't have a problem. And for me, pay attention about it to practice exercise, of course. And
Mhm.
I do it to practice how do I do it, right? And to practice exercise for me because I don't have balanced diet in my for me.
So you always buy food at the job, like somewhere near? That's it?
Yeah,
Okay, that's interesting. And about the next question, can you read it and answer?
yeah, I can.
Uh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Mm, what are your favorite healthy snacks for those times when you're in a hurry?
Yeah, in your case, you said you don't really eat healthy things, but you can say any snack that you eat in that moment.
Okay, so about the lunch, I like um I like to eat barbecue, for example, beans and rice, and for me, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how do you manage your time to meet your responsibilities and still have time for you? Because you said you don't have this problem to manage this, but in your free time, like, how do you like to spend your time in your free time, for example?
So spend my free time and about the eating, you said,
Yeah,
or
anything.
anything? Okay. So to practice play instruments in my free time, for example, or on weekends, I like make food with my wife in my free time and sleep well because I have difficult to sleep. Yeah, I have a problem to sleep. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know why, but I try to sleep well in my free time too. and make food on weekends with my wife.
Okay, very interesting. It's great to balance this. And as you said, not to only focus on the job. I feel like some people, of course, there are these cases where people need to do that, but I feel like if we can have the possibility to do that, like it's leave, no, it's not leave to work, it's work to live. So we need to work, of course, but we need to live. We work to live, so the main thing is to live, and it doesn't matter the job, like in this area or in this other, but to live, to make us feel to have a better life, let's say. And how's that for you, Rogério, about number 6?
I love McDonald's. You know, Big Mac is good snack for it. Uh, I have heard some matters about the guy that he died eating McDonald's. He died not he died, but he died not for each one McDonald's. He died because he eat McDonald's, Big Mac or whatever, all day for 20 years. I don't know if you heard this subject. He dies. I like snacks. I eat all of them. I love. I'm from São Paulo, so I love cachorro quente, hot dog. Yes, hot dog with potatoes, with two. I don't know how can I say salsichas, uh, molho vinagrete. Is wonderful, wonderful,
Yeah, it's
wonderful.
great. Does
It's
it
so
have?
big that it's so big. Sorry, it's so big that they não cabe. I don't know. Just to hold it.
Yeah, that it doesn't have where you are in Rio,
Doesn't have what?
the hot dog.
Yeah, here have hot dog, but this hot dog don't have potatoes.
No,
Oh yes, no, yes.
no.
It's not a good hot dog. It's a
Mhm.
horrible.
And you said you liked McDonald's. Do you see? Do you feel any difference talking about this Mac and but a Burger King or any other? Because I don't see any difference. For me, it's always the same thing. But do you prefer one than the other?
They have some difference. For example, McDonald's is a Big Mac with two hamburgers, and the biggest snack. The the you said Kingsburg,
Burger King, yeah.
Burger King, yes. Burger King has a hamburger. They look like a dish. So big but no tall. It's like a dish.
Okay.
Large, I think large. And we have Habib's. Habib is champion to sell how can I say? Esfirra.
Mm-hmm.
Esfirra or Beirut. I don't know how can I say in English.
Yeah, for me, it's always the same thing. I never know what I order. It's just a hamburger. That's it. That's the one I'm going to take. But I never know the
Yes,
difference.
I agree.
Yeah, and how about you, Marcio, talking about the next question? How does technology help or hinder your work-life balance?
So technology helped me a lot and about the my work-life balance, you know, and for me help a lot technology because before the pandemic I guess help us a lot technology, I guess. And the in general and the studying and the watch and the to practice anything. Yeah. And yeah, help me a lot these questions.
Mm-hmm. And what are some other options of sports that you recommend people to do? You said about running, is it right? Or any other?
And I recommend walk,
Walk.
yeah.
Only walk, or does it make any difference to run or to walk?
I don't know because for me is news walk for me, and but yeah, I recommend walk. The difference between running, for example.
Okay, I see. Yeah, in my case, I do believe that technology help, let's say, this work-life balance because, as I was saying, in my case at least, for example, I can work in the chosen profession that I worked. That's possible to provide me this freedom, let's say, to the freedom to work wherever I am. So I can be at the beach, at the mountains if there is Wi-Fi, or a great place to be. So I can be anywhere, and that can provide me help me to achieve this work-life balance, let's say. And of course, it's easier. You don't have to the time to the deslocamento to work to the office, for example. So that can be really grat- gratificante, mainly here in São Paulo, because everywhere you're going by the public transportation, it's 2 hours, 1 hour and a half. So you economiza, you save your time if you don't do that here. And let's see, Rogério, are you here?
I'm here.
Maybe. Okay. How's that for you?
Question 7.
Yeah.
I think it helps a lot. I totally agree with you, Marshall said. I need to buy a bicycle to ride. I don't have yet. I just run on the street, in the street, no, on the street, I think, on the street. I just run, and sometimes I walk, as you said, Mel, but I think it's good to, uh, to, sorry, sometimes I walk, but I think it's more important to run than walk because I feel so good. I have I feel some energy when I run. When I finish this exercise, I feel so good. So technology that help, I don't have. I just would like to buy a bicycle. I think that's it.
Mhm. And in your region where you live, is it propício to ride a bike or not?
No, here's dangerous. You know, Rio de Janeiro is so dangerous. Um, I see some guys riding their bikes, um, riding alone, uh, running alone. Sorry, running alone, or follow with another guys. But here is danger. I think it's not a good idea. There are some parks, there are some places to run, to ride a bike. I'd like to buy a bike to I don't know how the name of the bike that we run at home. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
this name. Do you know? I'd like to buy this bike. I think it's good for practice exercise at home.
Now see. And do you like to ride a bike too, Marcio? Do you like cycling actually?
Sorry.
Do you like cycling, like to ride a bike?
Yeah, I like cycling. Yeah, I like.
Okay, very nice. I used to do that. Now, like there's a while, I think. I sold my my bicycle because that was too not too old, but that was stopped for a while, so that wasn't working very well. And of course, I could go to fix it, but that was already too not the one that I wanted anymore. And nowadays in São Paulo, it's not possible for me to have one because if I have another one, that will be stopped too, because here is not great to cycle, something like that. And as Rogério said, here's a really dangerous too that already happens with close people, like bikes getting stolen or robbed, something like that. So that's it, guys. I wish we could have more time to discuss more about this, but the time is almost up. And as always, I wanted to ask you guys one more question that is not on the list. That is, what did you guys learn today? That can be any word and expression in English or something related to this. Maybe that we can or we should to improve more these hábitos alimentares, to eat more healthier, anything. So Mars, what did you learn today?
I learned today to practice exercise really important our life. That's
Yeah,
it.
very nice. And how about you, Rogério? What did you learn today?
All immersion is good moment to learn, you know. In this specific in this immersion, I learned how important you have uh, not insight. The important you have a responsibility to balance our personal life and professional life. It's important to, as I said, have a commitment to separate these different subjects.
Yeah, you said this, and I totally agree with both. Like being able to be here and to stop to think about this, because sometimes we are so into the daily life, working and going home and doing something, and always doing something that we don't stop to think about the if that's making us well or not. Maybe that's just consuming us, our mental health, and maybe that's not the right thing that we should do. So that's why we need to take this moment to reflect. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much. And one thing that I can say out of that, everything that you guys said, is the word hinder, because it's not a word that I usually use. That means impedir or dificultar, something like that. So that's very interesting and useful. So thank you very much, guys. Again, I just sent the survey link on the chat. So if you guys can, please leave a comment telling how the conversation was for you. And of course, I hope to see you again anytime in any other immersion. Thank you very much and